Hello everyone, welcome back to another reading. If you are new here, welcome to Healing Session. Today's reading is going to be a little bit different. I feel like there's so much happening in America right now, and I just feel like it's so important that we touch on that. I really want to know like what is going on, like not even just the politics, everything, environmental, everything. And so before we get started, if you guys are looking for personal readings or anything like that, the link is in the description for my readings, okay? And let's get started. I don't even know where to start. There's so much going on. So first, I want to say this. The land in America is being exploited. Now, this is something that we know, but I'm seeing that it's to the point where I don't know how to explain this other than Mother Nature is noticing. Okay, we have like, if you look at the cards here, there's a lot of animal symbolism in these cards. So what I'm hearing is that because of all the pollution and all of the changes that are happening economically with like building things and stuff like that, I'm seeing that like we're gonna start to see we're going to see like a little bit of like, I don't know how to explain this. I feel like we're going to see a fluctuation of more animals. And the reason why I'm seeing that is because like there are more animals being pushed into our societies. Does that make sense? I feel like there's a lot of homes that are being destroyed. And this is something that we know. This is something that we see, but I don't think that we understand like how drastic it is. So I'm seeing that over time, we may even start to have more animal encounters because I see them moving more into our society as their society starts to basically be terminated. They're going to start to move into like the cities and stuff like that. So I'm seeing like wolves and like other wilderness animals basically trying to like make their way more towards the city, and I'm seeing it's because their homes are being destroyed. So we're going to see more like a fluctuation of animals. What I'm also seeing is a decline in animals as well, a decline in some of the animals that we have here in America. I'm seeing like extinction, possibly like borderline extinction from some different animal species, specifically in America. I'm talking about America right now. I definitely feel like this stuff is happening all over the world, but we're specifically just looking at America. The ocean here is very prevalent as well. Like I'm feeling like within the next couple of years or something, we need to watch the ocean because it's going to be very impactful. I'm seeing that there may even be like more hurricanes and other things, like just more weather destruction. I'm seeing a lot with like water, tornadoes or hurricanes. Tornadoes don't have anything to do with water, but I'm just seeing that may be playing a part as well. What I'm also seeing is that like overall, like Mother Nature is trying to basically supplement for what we have been taking from her. So we're going to see an increase of what we've been trying to hold back. Okay, like so polluting the ocean and building things in the ocean, building things in our agriculture, in our forests and stuff like that. We keep taking from her. So now I'm seeing that she's basically like on an energetical scale, she's basically taking back all of that. She's trying to replenish herself. What I'm also seeing is that there's a lot that's being hidden. America is going through a karmic cycle. And what I'm hearing is that the karmic cycle has not been learned from. So history is starting to repeat itself, specifically because we have not learned our lessons from history prior. And we can start to see this because what I'm hearing right now is the employment, money. Have you guys heard of like what's that? Is it called the French Revolution? Is it called that? Or the Renaissance era? Like there was a time period basically where I think it was like in Britain or like Paris or something like that. It was in Europe where basically the people began to revolt against the government because the government started to tax the poor more so that they can have what they want. basically. And so I'm seeing that same type of scenario repeating itself. Just everything. You guys have to pay attention to what's going on, and it's really important for us to read as well, because if we don't learn from these lessons, they're going to keep happening. What I'm also feeling like, we have the Emperor in reverse here. There has been an unequal amount of power for a very long time. You guys, first of all, I just want to say that there are other species on this earth that are not human, okay? And I'm confirming that. I'm seeing that. There are other people or other entities, other spiritual beings on this planet. Not everybody here is human, and we've been sharing a planet with them. I'm seeing that there are some here to help us, and there are some here who are trying to take from us, okay? And there is a war going on spiritually with that, and we're going to start to see that more. I'm seeing that we're going to start to have like more occurrences. People are going to start seeing more things, UFOs, things like that, like more occurrences, because I'm feeling like there's some type of control or power dynamic. Oh my gosh, like I didn't realize that this was going to be so strong, because I'm already getting a headache. I might have to do like a part 2. This might have to be like a little short. But I'm just seeing that there is like a spiritual war going on. And so because the other side, the more evil side, I'll say, they are losing this battle. And so more things are going to start to come to light. I'm also seeing like people. There are people who are helping these beings. Okay. There's like a lot of, I don't know. I think that this is a message that Spirit is trying to get to us, because I don't know why, but these messages are so loud and powerful in my head, okay? First of all, there's been a lot of exposure around celebrities, billionaires, etc. We're not paying attention. There was something that happened in 2020. What I'm hearing is that there were a lot of distractions in 2020, because 2020 was the time that things started to change, okay? So some of these people who are very powerful, they're already starting to fall out of power, and they're trying to basically escape or continue what they've been doing, all right? And basically what I'm hearing is that these people, these actual people, souls like us, or other entities that are basically trying to disguise themselves as humans, they are helping whoever these entities are. So a lot of the people who we see in power, they're helping these entities. They're helping them. Spirit is fighting against that. We have ancestor strength and love. A lot of us are fighting back, okay? I'm hearing Gen Z. Gen Z is important, because Gen Z, whether Gen Z people realize it or not, they are receiving more downloads from their ancestors. We see more people wanting to revolt against the system. We see more people going into unorthodox careers, businesses, and other things that can contribute to society. This is our ancestors all working through us, all of us. It doesn't matter who you are, white, black, whoever. Because I'm also hearing that Spirit doesn't see color the way that we do. We're all humans here. And we're all starting to wake up to the agenda that has been placed upon us. We have a lot of moons here. Things are coming into light. The full moon also here is very important. Very, very important. I'm seeing something with underground as well. There will be transitions underground. Like something is happening. Either like I'm seeing something with the core. Like we may start to experience volcanoes. We may start to experience like some of the mountains that we have, or some of the agriculture in America. I'm seeing them like the landscape is changing. So this could be, for example, Antarctica. Okay. The landscape in Antarctica is moving, is changing. We might start to see things like Hawaii and Puerto Rico, some of these more like these islands and stuff that have volcanoes. We might see them erupt or start to become active again at the least, because sometimes a volcano, just because it's active doesn't mean it's going to explode every day. That's not what that means, okay? So some of them might become active again in a way where there's, there's starting to be like some lava moving down there. Like, have you ever seen, like, some volcanoes will be active, but they don't do anything for years. You know what I mean? And then one day they just start to be active again. I'm seeing it's because like there are There's something within the earth moving. Would that be the earth's core? That probably would be the earth's core. There are other beings as well on this earth. Like there's an imbalance. America is creating an imbalance with nature, but you can't go against nature. And I'm seeing that nature has been kind to us. Nature, like the way that I'm feeling it from my ancestors, is that nature has been kind to us. Nature has been here trying to give us messages, trying to show us the way, trying to teach us about the earth. And that's why it's so important that even as you're looking for signs, whether you're a spiritualist, whether you're someone who's just trying to figure out your faith, whatever the case may be, animals are very prevalent. The world, the universe talks to us through animals. So the animals have been literally sparing us, is what I'm hearing. But because of the imbalance that we're starting to go down, I'm seeing that nature is going to start taking her power back. All right. I'm also hearing, why am I hearing like mud, like, I'm hearing that we're not going to see this quite yet in America, but it's going to start to happen in other places. Mudslides, just natural disasters. We're going to start to see that. I'm hearing a lot about flooding, you guys. We might start to see a lot of flooding. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Please don't think I'm delusional, you guys, because I'm literally just taking on what I'm hearing. But we're going to start to see a lot of flooding down south specifically. Okay? Because I'm hearing a lot of you guys don't know, but there are a lot of civilizations in towns that used to exist that just had black people in them. Specifically just black people. Just like how you go into the suburbs and there's only white people there. Or you go into the hood, there's only black people there. And, you know, it was just like that. But basically they had their own town. They weren't just like a little portion of the city. And I'm seeing that there has been some type of curse that the people in power have set to basically keep back these spirits. Okay? Like the reason why this has been long overdue is because there has been something, oh my gosh, I'm getting a headache, you guys. There has been something basically halting this energy. And I don't want to say white people, but I'm just saying the people in power, whoever they were at the time, it was white people, because I'm seeing natural disasters like how there's a lot of African American towns down south that were flooded. You know, there was a lot of destruction that was made to these people. And that's why I'm seeing calculating karma, because that's coming back. It's coming back now. There was something that these people did to halt their own karma. Like, I'm getting like that there's some type of long curse or ritual that we don't know about. And that's why I feel like there are also other entities that are involved in this. Whoever was in charge, and I'm talking about the original people. I'm talking about like pilgrims and stuff, like people in Europe, like beginning ages. There was a ritual or something that was created where it was like, okay, in exchange for power, we will always praise blank. Spirit is not giving me the name. We will always praise blank. And as long as we praise blank, then we will remain powerful. And I'm seeing that whoever blank is, whatever this entity is, it is an entity that thrives off of negativity, thrives off of the suffering of souls. Okay? And this haunting I'm seeing has also attracted other entities. There's more than one. There's more than one, and they all have their own agendas, but they all want power or some type of sacrifice of the collective, of you guys. Your unhappiness. They're thriving off of it. Literally. They are thriving off of it. And so I'm seeing, though, a lot because of that. Because of that. I'm seeing that the karma that was supposed to be due a while ago has been halted off. And through rituals and spiritual maintenance, Not even spiritual, like occult maintenance. Well, it is spiritual, but it's negative. Through this is how they've been able to get away with what they've gotten away with for so long. But their time is up. You guys, at some point, there's only so much that, spiritualism and rituals can do. It has been decades and centuries, I'm feeling. But you can only play with God for so long. You can only play with God and the mother for so long. It took some time, but this karma is coming back. And that's what we are seeing. And it's two types of karmas. It's karma of the people who have been here causing chaos. So I don't want to say the government, dude, but I'm just going to keep saying the people in power, yo. The people in power. And it's not just one. Because believe it or not, this was supposed to be about America. But I'm not just seeing America. Okay? I'm seeing people in power that are allied. They all work together to rule the lands. That is what I'm seeing. It's not just America. America and what we see in America, I'm hearing that a lot of what we might see, it might come a little bit slower. That's why I'm seeing like it's other places of the world. Look at Europe. That's what I'm hearing. Europe. Look at Europe. Look at the Eastern Hemisphere. Look at what's going on there. And where there are a lot of jungles and land located. Look there. Oh, I'm hearing like things like, for example, this is something I haven't thought about in a while, but the Brazilian fires, the Brazilian rainforest being torn down. This is a perfect example of that, of humans taking too much. So we might start to see things in America a little later on, like in the next couple of years, but I'm seeing that it will come. Now, also what I'm hearing in America, something about the soil, something about the land is going to, and I don't want to scare anyone, okay? Like, this is just, it's according to what you think, but there's something here with the land being either poisoned or taken. What I'm hearing is that it's important now that we start to learn the survival tactics of the original people. We need to learn how to grow our own food, preserve, things like that. Because I'm seeing that there's something about America's agriculture that is either going to begin to be poisoned, if not already, or some type of compromise. There's something here about our food, okay? And we're even starting to see, like, that's funny because we're starting to see things like, have you guys heard about the deli outbreak with I think it's like Letitia or something like that. I don't know, but it's in the deli. You can't eat that. Over the years, we've seen things with E. coli, you couldn't eat the guacamole from Chipotle, all these different things. Food wars. There's documentaries made about it on Netflix. I mean, at least I've watched it. But I'm seeing that be a thing here. You guys. Now, I'm not saying that people should be scared, but what I am hearing is that, for one, you guys need to start, ordering more local. These big supermarkets, Walmart, Aldi, all that, no. Their food is soon to be compromised. And that's what I'm hearing. Their food is soon to be compromised. We need to learn how to fish. We need to learn how to do all that. Because what I'm also hearing is that the demands, the reason why this is, it's not all spiritual. Some of this is just the karma of man. Because what I'm hearing is that the demand in which we are doing things is impossible. It's unsustainable. It's not something that can, it goes against the rules of life. What's happening here. And so eventually we will have no choice but to basically deal with what we have done. I'm all, okay, let's get some tarot. Oh my gosh. I haven't even pulled any more cards. Oh my gosh. The ancestors are watching over us though. And everyone here has a purpose. Everyone on this earth has a purpose. And that's what they need everyone to start to understand. The government or the people in power are going to try to keep this from us for as long as we can. So what I'm also hearing is that they're, the people in power are aware of what's going on, but they're not going to tell us until it gets too bad. Okay, so I'm feeling like a similar situation to COVID, where they understand what's going on behind closed doors, possibly years before we even know about it, but they're only telling us basically when we're in a state of fear. Okay, and this is something, like I was saying, the fear is whatever these entities leech off of. Okay, that's what they leech off, is they leech off of us being in fear, being anxious. Fear leads to a lot of things. Fear leads to sin oftentimes. And trust me, I'm not like someone who's super religious, and I don't want to start talking about Christianity and all that stuff. But listen, I was raised in a church, for one. I grew up in a church. I used to go to church with my grandmother all the time. So I'm aware of what sin is. And the reason why I use the word sin is because that's just exactly what came to my head. Greed, lying, stealing, like this is what happens when sometimes we're in a state of fear. And this is what they're trying to create, okay? This is what they're trying to create. I'm hearing with the presidential election, I'm hearing that these people, why do I keep hearing it doesn't matter? It doesn't matter. Spirit, why do I keep hearing that? What is going on with the presidential election? The High Priestess and the Judgment. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit. This warfare between the entities and the people who are trying to do good. I'm seeing that there are people who have tried to lead in the presidential position, and they have tried to lead the people in the right way. But unfortunately, what I'm hearing is that the president is no more than a puppet. And once they start to act more than just a puppet, well, look back in history. That's all I have to say. Look back in history. Because as soon as someone starts to get out of line, they eliminate this person. And so that's why I'm seeing it doesn't matter. I'm still seeing, I'm seeing things being halted. Like, let's say Kamala wins. I'm seeing things being halted. And I'm seeing things, the people being at ease a little bit. But it feels like another Joe Biden situation, where it's just another calm period. But I do feel like her image, and just being a woman and being a black woman, or, half black at least, and being in that seat will definitely change things now. I'm hearing like from Spirit. Oh my. Are there any predictions for the presidential debate about who will win? I don't know, but they're not really wanting to tell me. We have the King of Wands. So I'm seeing that, okay, I'm seeing that tricks are being played during this presidential election. There may be some type of trickery going on behind the scenes with numbers and other things. I'm seeing that this will be prevented though. Okay? This will be prevented. I'm seeing tricks trying to be played, but I'm seeing it being blocked. It's almost like they don't want to say, for some reason, they don't want to tell me who is going to win, Spirit. Why? I'm also hearing because energy changes and fluctuates. There's so much that can happen between this time. We have the Tower card in reverse, and then we have the Eight of Swords. It's almost as if a decision has not been made by the people, but I'm seeing it coming in very close. Regardless, I'm seeing, first of all, with that Donald Trump situation, I'm seeing that some people are feeling remorseful towards that situation. Why? I'm hearing something about Joe Biden as well, like his health is not doing as well, that he's declining. His health is declining, and that's the real reason why he dropped out of the race. I don't even think that he would have made it throughout his second term if he were to be reelected. I'm seeing a lot of people still being sympathetic towards Donald Trump and really getting out there on the voting polls. I'm seeing a lot of, but I'm also seeing, this is another thing. For Kamala though, I'm seeing that a lot is going in her favor as well. Because I'm seeing that Kamala Harris and some of the things that the Republicans are trying to do, I'm seeing that this has inspired a new group of voters. So the people who are young, 18 and, in their 20s, I'm seeing people being more motivated to vote, and this is who has their vote. It feels very tied. It feels like it's going to come close, very close. And it's going to come down to those last moments. That's what it feels like. You guys, this might have to be a part 2 because I feel like this reading is all over the place. I'm definitely losing a little bit of my thoughts. And so let's do a part 2, okay, you guys? Let me know if you guys like this, and then I will do a part 2, but I have to get out of this energy. I have to clear this vibe. I have to. I'm so sorry. Because it's heavy. And maybe I need to be a little bit more organized with my thoughts and how I really want to translate this reading, okay? Because I just feel like we went into 3 different topics. It's a lot finna happen. All I can say is this, y'all. Learn those natural skills like how I said. Trust nothing at this point, okay? We need to trust ourselves as the people. Trust what the people are saying. Do not trust what the people in power are saying, okay? We need to rely on ourselves. We need to start to look around. What I'm also hearing is stop looking at the local news. Look at the news that is contributing, international news. Look at what's happening around the world and not just here. Because it's so easy. This is how they control us, y'all. But anyway, that's all I'm saying. I will see you guys for our next reading. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you guys want part 2. Okay? Bye.